The most challenging thing you can ever face in a laundry business is staffing, or let me say staff management. To get a customer is not a problem in laundry business if you know what you are doing. Actually, to iron, execution is not really a problem, really. But the problem you can face, I can say the foremost problem you can face in laundry business is staffing. And that's why I'm here this day to help us on some tips, that will help you to get a very good staff, one that is stable, and also one that will do the work wholeheartedly. I've been in the business for quite a long time now, and I think I can tell you for free that if you can get a very good staff, you don't have much problem when it comes to laundry business. Laundry business is a business you can't do alone. There are some businesses you have that you can still run by yourself, but not laundry business. You can't be everywhere at the same time. You can't be washing at the same time. You are the one in ironing department, and at the same time you are the one attending to customers. At the same time you are the one tagging the clothes and everything. You will kill yourself. You can't do it all alone. You need someone, you need people, to join you to do the business. So what are the things you need to put in place to make sure you get a very good staff, and also to make it more challenging now? We are in a very difficult time when our young people does not know to work. What I mean by work is they don't like to work. They like to sit in their comfort zone, do small thing on phone, and they make money. I saw a clip about this Money Point CEO that spoke about our young people, and people are getting angry. And if I will contribute something, I will say the man is not far from the truth. Yes, though he says some things that I am not totally agree with, but see, he's making some senses, because the truth of the matter is we are in a situation, a society now, that even our parents are helping our young people to be lazy. We are in a regime now that our parents are the one that will buy laptop, and take their children to go and learn internet fraud. We're in a time that it's even the parent that will encourage the young ladies to go and do hookups and the likes. So how are they going to work for someone from on the 1st or on the 31st and give them money? They don't even want to learn skill again. They just want to be on the TikTok, dance, shake their body, and they want to make money. Or they have someone that will be begging for money and give them money. So back to the topic and what we are talking about, staffing in laundry management. What can you do as a laundry owner, or a dry cleaning owner? What can you do, to get a stable staff who will do your work well? The first thing I want you to know is you need to pay well. Yes, you need to pay well, because also I've learned that some CEOs, some business owners does not also pay well. How can you employ someone? The transportation is almost 30,000 naira in a month, and you want to be giving the person 25,000 or 20,000 or even 30 or 40,000 naira, and you want the person to do your work well. It's not possible. It's not going to do the work well when almost all the money, all the salary has gone into the transportation or the feeding. They will not be stable. They will steal your money. So you need to pay them well. Number two, you need to get a conducive environment. When I mean by conducive environment, like me now, most of my staffs are from the north, Kaduna to be precise. So I rented an apartment for them. I bring them in, cater for their feeding, and also pay them. You will need to do that. You will need probably to go beyond your environment, your community, to bring people in to work for you if you know that you can get good hands outside your community. Number 3 is sense of ownership. You need to give your staff sense of ownership. Don't treat them like a slave. Don't treat them that they are just there, to make money, to just make money. No. Let them know they are part of the business. They are stakeholders. She understand in the business. Like my secretary, I always tell her, it's your office. Even if I come, there are some things she will tell me I have to obey because that is her space. My ironing guys, there are some things they do, I don't query them in as much as it's not out of the scope of our business. I don't query them. I submit to them. I ask them questions. I let them contribute. I let them give their opinion. I follow it. I listen to them. There are some bosses they don't listen to anybody. They are the ogas. To make matter worse, they will come and they will start cursing the staff. They will start lambasting them and make the environment so tense. No, you can't do that and expect them to stay for a while. Not even in this time we are. You should not be too harsh on them. Number 4, you need to set rules and regulations. System must be on ground. It's a system that works. Yes, you need to do this, because if there is no systems, if there is no rules and regulation that guides them, most of them will do all manners of things. Most of them will want to come anytime they like and want to go home anytime they like. Most of them want to be pressing phone when they should be working. Some of them will want to be sleeping when they should be working. No, you should have rules and regulation. The time they should come to work, the time they close, the time they go for break, things like that. There should be rules and regulations, so that they also know their boundary. They also know what is requested of them. The next point I'm going to pick is job description. They must have a clear cut of what they are doing in your office. Some of them, you have to tell them your job description is ironing, and please let them stick to ironing. Not that you remove them from ironing today, you ask them to go and wash tomorrow. From washing again tomorrow, you pick them and ask them to go and tag clothes and things like that. Of course, they can help. Like I do in my office, you have primary assignments and you have secondary assignments. If I employ you as a secretary, your job here is the secretary job, and I will list it out for you. If I employ you as ironing, your job there is ironing. I have other people in other departments, but let's assume now that the people that are in washing department are not around, one way or the other, they are not available. You can appeal to them, to switch roles and go to washing department to assist them in washing department so that we can achieve the goals. The next point I'm going to talk about is teamwork. You must also let them know and train them to teamwork, to work together. The house that divided against each other will not stand. If they are divided, if the people in front office are quarreling with people in back office, you will have issues. So you must make sure that they work together. They work hand in hand. They love each other. Sometimes you throw a love feast. Sometimes you buy things for them and they eat together. Sometimes, you bring them together. You pray together with them. You encourage them. The next thing I want to talk about is personal development. Also look after their well-being. Look after their well-being. Don't just leave them and make them feel like they are just there to serve you for the rest of their life. Ask them questions. What do you want to do with your life? What do you want? How can I help you to achieve these goals? If you see a potential in them, this one wants to go to school, encourage him or her to go to school. Collect jam for the person, collect WAEC for the person. Of course, there are some of them that will misbehave after all this good thing you have done. Some of them will misbehave, but I'm telling you, some will still stay with you and do your work very well. The last one I'm going to talk about is you need also to have a plan, a contingency plan. All these things can fail. All these things I just mentioned can fail. The question is, what can you do? You also must change yourself. You must learn this work. You must know it. Don't just leave the work to them. Immediately they know that you don't know the work well, that you depend on them solely, they will start misbehaving, obviously. But if they know that this Oga knows this work, he knows his onions, he knows what to do, he knows he can iron clothes, he knows how to wash clothes, he knows how to do all these things, it will be easier for them also to flow. And of course, train them, because see, they can frustrate you and they will want to frustrate you. You need to train them. I will put a video up now. You will see how these people, I don't know if they ganged up, customers' clothes. They burnt customers' clothes. I think 3 or 4 of them. They burnt customers' clothes. And that is why you need to train them also. You need to keep training them. You need to keep telling them things. You need to keep letting them know that you have standard here. And if you do all these things, I believe you'll be fine. I want to appreciate us for subscribing to our channel. I want to thank you for everything you have done. And I want you to know that the class are still on. The June class will soon be on. And if you want to join our mentorship class, you can message me via my phone number on the caption. And you can register and we start. And also for those that want consumables, they are available. All the chemicals we use, all the equipment, the washing machine, dryers and everything, iron and the rest are available if you want to buy. My name is Oladipo Olamide. See you on the next one.